Hello. Aye. I'm reviewing the Captain America trilogy, and I give all the trilogy of all three Captain America movies with Chris Evans a 10 out of 10. I enjoy the pacing of the story. The monkey see, monkey do da dumb storytelling that I have witnessed to cinema. With these brilliant Captain America, the third installment, Civil War. Civil War was kind of a bit of a letdown, I thought, compared to the first two. I thought the weakest one was Captain America Civil War, okay? In the trilogy. That was the worst story, okay? In the story, movie, franchise, and also... For some reason, I just feel like it was... For some reason, it has the Avengers in it, but yet it feels like the least unimaginative one. It just feels like the most underwhelming one of the Captain America trilogy. And this has the Avengers. And maybe that's because the Avengers have come across as a parody of themselves. And acting like the old man prude-datish version of the Avengers. Each one of them becomes stiff-ass, up their own asses, stiff necks. Bland characters now. Except for Captain America in the movie. He's the only one that's allowed to have some identity. But that is a Captain America movie, and the movie is named after him. But why do we have to bring the Avengers in this shitfest if you're not going to do anything with them? Why are the Avengers in here? Oh, well, probably because it wouldn't feel like an actual attempt of adaptation of Civil War, of Marvel's Civil War event from the comics. So it's probably to sucker the comic geeks into thinking that it's actually like the comic Civil War, where some Avengers members get murdered by other Avengers heroes in a brutal Civil War fistfight, where they stop holding back and holding a punch and start killing each other eventually. That's what happens in the comic, the Civil War event Marvel comic. Have I read it? No, I just know that happens because it's been talked about to death on the internet, on YouTube. I know that's the premise, okay? Of how the climax goes down in the Civil War comics. So, no one dies, unfortunately, in this movie. None of the Avengers do. Fuck! So it's not really anything like the Civil War from the comics. Because nobody dies. You know how, wait, hey, hang on. How come people, like, on the internet don't, don't get mad over that, really? But they like to throw a fit over the Dark Phoenix saga? When the Fox butchered the Dark Phoenix saga just because they took a different route from than the one from the comics? But they still killed off the Phoenix at the end of the story. The Jean Grey still died at the end. And still was the villain of the movie. And was the ultimate threat of the story. Even though It went a different route than the comic version. Also, then the story they told, and also the X-Men, the anime series and the comic. It went a different route, but it was better than nothing. Which is what we got from Captain America Civil War. Nothing. To justify it to be a Civil War event. Like the comic. Because nobody fucking dies. They don't have the balls to kill off a single Avengers member. I hate people. I hate them. I think it's stupid. Okay, I know the whole biggest thing about the Civil War story from the comics is the fight between the Avengers and the other Avengers, because half of them are split up, because half of them signed this contract, and now the Avengers now work for this like little contract called Superhero Registration Act, and the movie is called something else, the Accord Act or something. I forget what the movie calls it. But in the comic, the whole thing, it makes the Avengers secret identity go public, and it also makes them work under a rule for the governments. Like in so the Superhero Registration Act in the comic is basically you sign it, you get to go public with your identity and reveal your secret identity to the public, and not all of the heroes were willing to do that because they want to put their others' lives in danger, their loved ones, or something. They all have their reasons. This is what led to the Avengers fighting each other, and some of the Avengers slaughtering each other. And dying from being slaughtered in a fight between Avengers and Avengers not holding back, really. And brutally just beating the shit out of each other. And yeah, so the comic shows that one of those epic fights, and that movie where everyone likes to, this movie that advertised the fight between the Avengers airport scene, honestly kind of sucks because nobody dies. The fight was the Avengers and the Avengers Team Iron versus Team Tony Stark versus Team Captain America, Team Captain America, Team Steve Rogers. The fight between these guys kind of suck. I thought the fight between the Avengers was the worst fucking part of this movie. You know, the more I'm thinking about this, I don't think that the third one's a 10 out of 10. It's going to go bump it down a bit, but I'm thinking about how much I dislike it, okay? So the first two Captain America movies are a 10 out of 10. That's the one where those are the first two ones. I give those first two movies a 10 out of 10. Captain America: The Winter Soldier and Captain America: The First Avenger. My favorite one, I think, is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. But as I often go back and forth between the first two on which one I like more in my head. So don't take that opinion in stone or something. Don't basically, because I'm not sure if I could change my mind. I'm not really sure which one I like more. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. The first one or the second one, Captain America: The Winter Soldier or Captain America: The First Avenger. I both give it 10 out of 10. I don't know which one I like more. It's like trying to decide between. Okay, you know how I'm a fan of Michael Keaton's first two Batman movies? But I'm a fan of Batman, one more, a little bit if I had to decide. But I think Batman Returns and Batman with Michael Keaton, both movies with Michael Keaton, Batman movies, I think both are a 10 out of 10. Like, I think both the first two Captain America films are a 10 out of 10. Because it's hard to decide which I like more, okay? Between these two Captain America movies, it's like trying to decide which Batman movie I like more. Between Michael Keaton's Batman Returns or Michael Keaton's Batman 1989. As a kid, growing up. And still, now in my adult years, still hard to decide. As a kid, I had much worse OCD in my head, so trying to figure out stuff took longer, by years, than does now, in my head. You know? Like, minutes felt like years to me, you know? And it takes longer when I have OCD. The more OCD I had as a kid, the longer it took to me which one I liked more, figure out which Batman movie I liked more, was Michael Keaton. And, you know, I debated that more as a kid than I debated which movie I liked more with Chris Evans as Captain America. Because I've seen Michael Keaton's Batman movie more often than I in my head, than because of my OCD. It won't let it go. And, you know, my OCD likes to obsess over every movie it sees. Whether it likes it or hates it for some reason. My OCD likes to obsess over every movie I've seen and television show. It likes to obsess over all the, basically the movies is consumed, and television media. It was television. It likes to obsess over those stuff. My OCD. My OCD likes to obsess over those stuff. My OCD obsesses over every movie and show I have seen in my life, going back to 1997, the year I was born. And the reason why I bring this up, because I'm having OCD right now. Because I'm having trouble figuring out, am I making sense in this video? As I'm speaking. I hope you're following along with me. That's why I give the first two Captain America movies a 10 out of 10. And Captain America Civil War fuck it, gets a 7 out of 10. It's average, like Joss Whedon's Justice League from 2017 that he directed. But he gave, for some reason, the movie's crediting Zack Snyder in the opening credits from 2017's Justice League, even though found out that it was actually Joss Whedon that directed most of the 2017 movie. That's confusing. Why the movie gave Zack Snyder the director's credit? Well, it was most of it not shots, not even directed by him. Weird. Okay. So I like the Captain America Civil War as much as Joss Whedon's Justice League from 2017. Titled Justice League. I give Captain America Civil War a 7 out of 10. For average score of a movie. But the first two get a 10 out of 10 for me. Last one, 7 out of 10 for average. That's what I think. So, this is going to be the last video I make for today. Well, actually tonight. Just in general for today as I'm recording. Because I'm trying to make no more than 2 videos a day when I recorded stuff like I am now. So I'm trying not to drag this video on, but I realize I'm kind of dragging this video on. Okay. So that's my review on the Captain America Chris Evans trilogy of Captain America. That's my review. Okay. Subscribe by hitting the bell first. Hit the subscribe button second to get subscribed. Hit the thumbs up button to like this video. And hit the thumbs up button to like my video on my older videos. Under my older videos, when you check out my older videos. Okay? Share my content when you want to. Okay? If you want to. Okay. I don't know how to do this, so I'll let you guys figure that out. Because I don't know how to do that myself, so I'm just gonna guess you guys know how to do that. So... And, goodbye and good night.